Do you ever worry about becoming a burden? That gnawing feeling, deep down, that one day you might lose your independence, relying on others for simple things you once did yourself. It's a fear many of us quietly carry as we get older. We see it in friends, in family, sometimes even in ourselves. That slow drift from vibrant independence to needing more and more help. The thought of losing control, of losing the ability to live life on our own terms, it can be truly heartbreaking. The idea that our children, who have their own lives and families, might one day feel obligated or even resentful because they have to care for us. It's a painful reality that keeps many of us up at night. But what if I told you it doesn't have to be that way? What if there were simple, wise secrets that could not only help you maintain your independence, but actually flourish in your senior years, feeling stronger, sharper, and more connected than ever? I am 82 now, and I'm proud to say I'm not a burden to anyone. In fact, I'm busier and happier than I've ever been. And it's not because I'm special or lucky. It's because I've learned and lived by 7 simple, yet profound, secrets that have allowed me to embrace my senior years with confidence and joy. In this video, we're going to uncover these 7 wise secrets, practical steps you can start taking today to live a life of vibrant independence, full of purpose and peace of mind. Make sure you watch to the very end, because I have something truly surprising for you that ties all of this together. Now, let's dive right into our first wise secret. And it's something often overlooked in the rush for quick fixes. Cultivating a purpose-driven life. You might be thinking, purpose? At my age, I've raised my family, and I've had my career. What more purpose do I need? But, hear me out. Having a reason to get out of bed each morning, something that truly lights a fire within you, is like rocket fuel for your independence. It's not about grand gestures or changing the world. It's about finding small, meaningful things that give your days structure and joy. Think about it. When you have a purpose, whether it's tending to your garden, volunteering at the local library, learning a new craft, or even just mastering a complex recipe, you're engaging your mind, your body, and your spirit. It gives you a reason to stay active, to solve problems, to interact with the world around you. My friend, Margaret. She retired from teaching a few years ago and felt a bit lost. She found herself spending more and more time watching television, feeling her energy slowly drain away. But then, she started volunteering to read to children at the community center a couple of mornings a week. It was a small commitment, but suddenly, she had to dress up, leave the house, prepare stories, and engage with those little, eager faces. The transformation was incredible. Her eyes sparkled, her posture improved, and she had countless delightful stories to share. That simple act of purpose gave her back her zest for life. And, with it, her energy and independence. So, how do you find your purpose? Start small. What did you love to do when you were younger? Is there a skill you always wanted to learn? A cause you care deeply about? Perhaps it's just being the best grandparent you can be, which means staying healthy enough to play with your grandkids. Or maybe it's picking up that paintbrush you put down decades ago. Even setting a goal to walk to the park every day, or to finally organize all those family photos. These are all purposes. They give you a reason to be, a reason to do. And that, my dears, is a powerful antidote to feeling like a burden. When you have a purpose, you're not just existing, you're living, contributing, and thriving. It reminds you of your value and capabilities. This leads us beautifully into our second wise secret, moving your body with joy. Now, before you groan and imagine grueling gym workouts, let me be clear. This isn't about becoming a bodybuilder or running marathons. It's about finding ways to move your body that you genuinely enjoy, making physical activity a delightful part of your day, not a chore. Our bodies are designed to move. And when we stop moving, everything starts to seize up. Our muscles weaken. Our balance becomes precarious. And suddenly, those stairs become a daunting challenge. And getting up from the sofa feels like climbing Mount Everest. This is often where the slide into dependency truly begins. But imagine maintaining the strength to carry your own groceries, to walk to the park without fear of falling, to play with your grandchildren on the floor. It's not about grand achievements. It's about preserving your functional independence. I've seen so many people, vibrant one day, then a small fall sets them back, and it's a long, hard climb back to where they were. If they even get there, that's why consistent, joyful movement is so critical. What does moving with joy mean? It could be dancing to your favorite music in the living room. My goodness, the sheer delight of it. Or it could be gardening, spending hours tending to your plants. Maybe it's swimming, feeling weightless in the water. For me, it's a brisk walk around the neighborhood every morning, greeting my neighbors and watching the world wake up. It's about finding what sparks joy in your heart and making it a regular habit. Even simple exercises like chair yoga, light stretching, or using resistance bands for a few minutes each day can make a world of difference. These activities help maintain muscle mass, improve balance, increase flexibility, and keep your bones strong. They also boost your mood and energy levels. Remember, every little bit counts. Don't wait until you have to move. Choose to move because it feels good and keeps you free. Next, we'll talk about what you put into your body, which is just as crucial for your independence as how you move it. Building on the idea of movement, our third wise secret is closely linked fueling your future. Not just your plate. What we eat has a profound impact not just on our weight or energy levels, but on our cognitive function, our bone strength, our immune system, and ultimately, our ability to remain independent. It's easy to fall into habits of convenience as we get older, perhaps relying on processed foods or skipping meals. But this can have significant consequences, leading to muscle loss, weaker bones, and a foggy mind. And when our body and mind aren't firing on all cylinders, that's when things become harder. When we start to need more help, think of your body like a cherished vintage car. You wouldn't put cheap, low-grade fuel in it and expect it to run perfectly for years. Would you? Our bodies are the same. We need high-quality fuel to keep them purring along. This means focusing on whole, unprocessed foods. Think vibrant fruits and vegetables. Aim for a rainbow on your plate every day. These are packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that protect your cells and keep your brain sharp. Protein is absolutely essential too, especially as we age. To maintain muscle mass and strength, lean meats, fish, eggs, beans, lentils, and nuts are fantastic sources. And don't forget healthy fats, like those found in avocados, olive oil, and fatty fish. They're wonderful for brain health. I'm not suggesting you turn your kitchen into a Michelin-starred restaurant. It's about simple, mindful choices. Instead of reaching for a sugary biscuit, grab an apple, swap out that white bread for whole grain. Make a big batch of vegetable soup at the beginning of the week. Hydration is also incredibly important. Often, what we perceive as hunger or fatigue is simply dehydration. Keep a glass of water handy throughout the day. My doctor told me once, water is your best friend at any age, but especially after 60. 1. By consciously choosing foods that nourish your body and mind, you're investing in your independence. You're giving yourself the strength to keep moving, the clarity to keep thinking, and the resilience to bounce back from whatever life throws your way. It's a powerful act of self-care that pays dividends in freedom. Now, let's turn our attention to our fourth wise secret, nurturing your social garden. This might sound a bit poetic, but it truly illustrates the point. Just like a garden, our social connections need consistent care and attention to flourish. As we age, our social circles can naturally shrink due to retirement, friends moving away, or sadly, passing on. This can lead to feelings of isolation and loneliness, which are just as detrimental to our health as poor diet or lack of exercise. When we are isolated, our mood suffers, our cognitive function can decline, and our overall resilience weakens. It becomes harder to ask for help when we truly need it. And we might miss out on opportunities for support or companionship that keep us feeling connected and capable. Remaining independent isn't just about physical strength. It's about having a network, a support system, people who care and with whom you can share life's ups and downs. Think about the joy of sharing a cup of tea with a neighbor, or the laughter over a game of cards with friends. These connections aren't just pleasant. They are vital. They keep your mind engaged, provide emotional support, and can even offer practical help when you need it, preventing you from having to rely on formal care prematurely. So, how do you nurture your social garden? Reconnect with old friends. A simple phone call can work wonders. Join a local club or group that aligns with your interests. A book club, a walking group, a volunteering organization. Attend community events. My friend, Clara, decided to join a local choir a few years ago. She loved to sing, but hadn't done it since school. Not only did she rediscover a passion, but she made a whole new group of friends. And they look out for each other. They share rides, swap recipes, and have a regular coffee morning. It's a beautiful example of how simple connections can blossom into a strong support system, even reaching out to family members more regularly. Perhaps setting up a weekly video call with distant relatives can make a huge difference. Don't underestimate the power of human connection to keep your spirits high and your independent spirit alive. This leads us right into our fifth wise secret, which involves keeping your mind as sharp as a newly honed blade, keeping your mind a thriving orchard. Just like our bodies, our brains need regular exercise to stay healthy and functional. As we get older, there's a natural tendency for our cognitive abilities to slow down a bit. But this isn't an inevitable slide into forgetfulness and confusion. We can actively work to maintain and even improve our memory, problem-solving skills, and mental agility. When our minds are sharp, we can manage our own affairs, make sound decisions, learn new things, and stay engaged with the world, all of which are cornerstones of independence. A dull mind can make simple tasks feel overwhelming, leading to frustration and a greater reliance on others. Imagine forgetting important appointments, struggling with numbers, or losing your train of thought in a conversation. These small things can chip away at your confidence and push you closer to needing assistance. But a thriving mind keeps you in the driver's seat of your life. So, how do you cultivate this thriving orchard in your mind? It's not just about doing crossword puzzles, though those are certainly good. It's about lifelong learning and embracing novelty. Try learning a new skill, perhaps a musical instrument, a new language, or even just how to use a new piece of technology. Learning new things builds new neural pathways in your brain, keeping it flexible and strong, reading widely, engaging in thoughtful conversations, playing strategy games like chess or bridge, even cooking new recipes that challenge you to follow complex instructions. These are all wonderful forms of mental exercise. My neighbor, Mr. Henderson, started learning how to play the ukulele at 78. He says it's frustrating sometimes, but the joy of finally getting a tune right is immense, and he feels his memory and focus have improved. It's about stepping outside your comfort zone a little bit, embracing challenges, and staying curious. When your mind is active and engaged, you'll find you're capable of so much more, and you'll feel truly empowered. Next, we'll delve into proactive steps for future readiness and the surprising power of embracing change, continuing our journey towards vibrant independence. Our sixth wise secret is something many people shy away from, but it's incredibly empowering: proactive planning, not reactive panic. This isn't about dwelling on worst-case scenarios. It's about practical foresight that gives you immense peace of mind. When we avoid thinking about future needs or potential challenges, we often leave ourselves vulnerable. And in moments of crisis, our loved ones are left scrambling, which can indeed make us feel like a burden, even unintentionally. But with a bit of planning, you can ensure your wishes are known, your affairs are in order, and support systems are in place, so you can continue to live independently for as long as possible. Imagine a situation where you suddenly become unwell, and nobody knows where your important documents are, or what your medical preferences are. This can cause immense stress and difficulty for your family. Taking the time now to get your ducks in a row is one of the most loving and independent things you can do. This means having an organized system for important papers, things like your will, powers of attorney, insurance policies, and even just a list of important contacts and medications. It means having open conversations with trusted family members or friends about your wishes for your future care, housing, and anything else that might come up. It's not about giving up control. It's about taking control of your narrative, ensuring that if and when you need support, it's aligned with your desires, making things smoother for everyone involved. My friend, Susan, told me about how her mother had everything neatly organized in a binder, with clear instructions. When her mother had a health scare, Susan found everything she needed immediately. It eased her burden immensely and allowed her to focus on her mother's recovery rather than searching for paperwork. That's true independence. The ability to manage your life and ease the way for those who care about you. It's about putting preventative measures in place, like ensuring your home is safe and accessible, considering modifications that might make daily living easier, or even looking into local support services before you desperately need them. Proactive planning helps you navigate the future with confidence, knowing you've laid a solid foundation for continued independence. Finally, we arrive at our seventh and perhaps most surprising wise secret: embracing the new. One step at a time. It's tempting, as we get older, to stick to what we know, to resist change. The world feels like it's speeding up, and new technologies, new ways of doing things, can feel overwhelming. But this resistance can actually limit your independence. If you can't use a smartphone to order groceries, or figure out how to video call your grandchildren, or manage your appointments online, you're creating barriers for yourself. Barriers that might eventually require someone else's help. Embracing the new doesn't mean you have to become a tech guru overnight, or that you have to jump on every new trend. It means maintaining an open mind, a willingness to learn, and the courage to try things that might initially feel a little uncomfortable. It's about adapting, being flexible, and understanding that learning keeps your mind young and your capabilities broad. Think about how much simpler life can be if you can manage your banking online, or connect with doctors via telehealth, or even just find new recipes on YouTube. These tools are designed to make life easier and, crucially, to maintain your independence by giving you more options and control. My nephew sat with me for hours teaching me how to use my new tablet. At first, I felt a bit silly, struggling with basic commands. But now I use it every day to read the news, connect with friends far away, and even listen to audiobooks. It's opened up a whole new world for me, and I don't have to rely on anyone to help me stay connected or informed. This secret is about staying curious, about believing in your own capacity to learn and grow. No matter your age, it's about maintaining a sense of adventure, even in the smallest things. Every new skill you acquire, every new piece of technology you master, is another brick in the wall of your independence. So there you have them. My 7 wise secrets to staying independent and living a truly full life in your senior years. Cultivating a purpose-driven life. Moving your body with joy. Fueling your future, not just your plate. Nurturing your social garden. Keeping your mind a thriving orchard. Proactive planning, not reactive panic, and embracing the new. One step at a time. These aren't just theories, they're practices that I, and many others, live by every single day. They've transformed my own experience of aging, and I truly believe they can do the same for you. Remember, small changes, consistent efforts, and a positive mindset can make an enormous difference in your health, your happiness, and your ability to live exactly how you want to live. You have so much wisdom, so much life experience, and so much to offer. Don't let fear or inertia hold you back from living your best. Most independent life, you are capable, you are valuable, and you are far from being a burden. I'd love to hear which of these secrets resonated most with you. What are you already doing to stay independent? Or what new step will you try this week? Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights could inspire someone else. If you found this video helpful and encouraging, please give it a thumbs up. That tells me you'd like more content like this. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so you won't miss out on future videos designed to help you live your best life at every age. Thank you for spending this time with me. Live your best life at every age. You truly deserve it.